As soon as I step in the building, you know it's about that.
Hey, what's poppin', guys? It's your girl Nia Imani, and I am back with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right down below. Hit that post notification bell so you know when your girl is uploading, like duh. Give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below. If you guys enjoy beauty, fashion, and lifestyle videos, then this is the channel for you. As you guys can see from the title today, I am doing a chit chat / get ready with me. And I know y'all probably like, girl, you're already ready. Like, the face is beat, the hair is done. I'm filming this after because I looked like roadkill before. So yes, this is just a little chit chat, get ready with me, life update, so y'all know what's going on in my life. If you care, stay and watch. If you don't, watch something else on my channel. So yes, enough of this chit chat, let's get into the video. So I decided to do this chit chat, get ready with me, because I haven't really done one of these videos in so long. If I'm looking off to the side, is because that's where my mirror is, and my camera is not set up straight because my bathroom's a mess because I'm moving. So yeah, I'm gonna be like looking in the mirror but like talking to you guys. So yeah, just wanted to like talk to you guys. If you guys are like new subscribers, I want you guys to like get to know me. If you guys are old subscribers, just want to give you guys like a life update. First off, I got my eyebrows done for the first time since July. I'm so hyped. But anyway, that's neither here or there. Yeah, I just wanted to like update you guys and let you guys know like what's going on in my life and all that good stuff, you know. Not, I mean, if you're interested, great. If you're not, bye-bye, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so like I said, like I mentioned, I am moving. If you've been following me on social media for a long time, you're probably like, girl, you always are moving. But we have stayed at this place that we're currently at for 2 years. And that was kind of our limit for this place, honestly. This place, we knew right away like this wasn't home. And honestly, I haven't really felt like any place other than our very first like apartment complex, because I'll just say that because we lived in multiple apartments in that complex. But I can't say like any other place felt like home. We've only lived like 2 other, hold on, I feel like my head's like chopped, do it like that. Yeah, we only lived 2 other places, and between this place and the last place that we lived at, it just really did not feel like home, like at all. So we already had like the mindset of like, okay, we're just gonna stay here for 2 years, and then, you know, if we like it, we'll stay more, but if we don't, we'll move. And when I say we, for those of you that don't know, I live with my cousin. But yeah, so we were like, this place is just temporary, you know. But yeah, especially like once Rona hit, we knew for, hold on, this lady like missed so many. She missed. I'm gonna have to re-get my eyebrows done. I knew my eyebrows looked too thick. She missed like so many freaking brows, so many hairs. Anyway, we knew once like Rona hit and we were like stuck, we knew that this place just wasn't gonna work out, because my cousin, he does what he does and I do like YouTube. Well, I started doing YouTube seriously once the pandemic hit, and it just was hard because like he has to like be on camera for stuff, for like the stuff that he's doing, and I'm clearly trying to film a video. So it was like really hard. And we did have this and he also choreographs. So he was like teaching classes and stuff. And we did have this room upstairs in our building, which was kind of like a office slash, like, you could book it out for parties and stuff. But the thing is, they were being lazy and didn't want to clean that room. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you, because that's really what it is. They didn't want to clean that room, so they started like locking the door, so we can't use that room anymore. So it was just getting to a point where it was like, okay, we pay a lot of money for these amenities that we clearly can't use, and I need some place to work, he needs some place to work, and at the same time, there's nowhere we can go. We can't go sit at a Starbucks. We can't, you know, this was like in the real like heavy part of the pandemic when we were like shut down. Now it's like, okay, we can sit at a Starbucks, but I don't have a laptop anymore, so that just doesn't work for me. Like, I have an iMac now because my laptop broke. Yeah, laptop broke, and now I have an iMac, so it's just like I can't, like, we can't really be sitting at Starbucks. Plus, I live in LA. It's hot. Like, right now it's hot, so it's like, you know, it's just like an inconvenience. So we knew for sure that we wanted to move someplace that, like, at least the whatever, like the little office pods, at least that could be open if nothing else is open. So yeah, that was like one of the reasons we wanted to move. Then the next reason, because I know a lot of people, even family members, are going to ask this, and this video is just for everybody. One of the other reasons was, okay, the area that we live in was the dance area, right? We live in NoHo, North Hollywood, whatever. We lived in this area because all of the dance studios are in this area, and the train station is in this area as well. And at the time, like when we first moved here, I didn't have a car. Hold on one second. Yeah, so at the time, I didn't have a car when we moved here. And so in order for me to get to work, I needed to take I could Uber, but Uber was expensive, so I wound up just taking the train to work, and the train was in this area as well. So it just made sense for us to be in this area, because this was the area pretty much we would be spending all of our time in because of the dance classes and the transportation for me. So that's the initial reason why we lived in this area. And this is the area that our very first apartment complex was in as well. But due to the pandemic, a lot of these studios can't afford to stay open, so they closed. And so now it's pretty much like no need to be in North Hollywood anymore, because there's really no dance studios. Like pretty much all the dance studios, I think the only dance studio that's still open is Millennium, and really no one goes to Millennium. Like, let's just, no tea, no shade, just no one goes there. I know that there is Dance Force, or what, I forget what it's called. There's another studio that just opened up like right before the pandemic hit, but like I said, it's really no need for us to stay in this area. So my cousin and I, we decided that we were ready for a change. We were ready for a new environment. Long story short, it was just time for us. We're older now. I'm 25. He's about to turn 25. So it was time for us to, like, we just wanted to elevate, you know? So if you guys watch my apartment tour videos, I have 2 apartment tour videos where we did at first we were considering the apartments in this area, like North Hollywood, Studio City area, and we were actually going to move back to our very first apartment complex, but we just decided not to. So then in my second video, we did Glendale, which Glendale is like 12 minutes away, like 12-20 minutes away from no-ho depending on where the apartment is, and it is about like 15, like it's like 10 to 15 minutes away from downtown, which is also good because that's where I work. I work at Staples Center. For those of you that don't know, I dance for the LA Clippers. And I'm pretty much, when I am performing, I'm pretty much downtown like 4 to 6 days out of the week, pretty much. So we were trying to be somewhere that was like close for my job. We were considering downtown LA apartments. Like the apartment tour video that we saw, the Glendale apartments, we were actually going to also see, we scheduled to see downtown LA apartments as well. But see, here's the thing about downtown LA. Like, initially, I didn't bring up living downtown LA because I work down there. I don't like the area. But my cousin mentioned this, so I was just like, okay, sure. Like, I'm not opposed to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, I mean, my commute would be great for work or whatever the case may be for me. But in the same time, I'm not a fan of downtown LA. And here's the reason why. And it's not because of affordability. Let's just get that out there. We could afford to live downtown LA if we really wanted to. We can. But here's the thing for me for downtown LA. People, when they show y'all on YouTube, and I'm talking about like big influencers and even like, you know, small YouTubers and these big massive YouTubers, they're not showing you guys the real downtown LA. Like, unless you live in LA or you're from LA, then you really don't know what LA truly is. Like, I'm not from here. I'm originally from New York, which New York gets a bad rap about it stinks, it's homeless, da 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 da. No, compared to downtown LA, nobody can say anything about New York City. Like, for real, for me. No one can really say anything to me about New York. But here's the thing that people don't show you. They showing you these deluxe apartments in the sky, and you got the floor to ceiling windows, and it's all, you know, glitz and glam, right? But it's really not like that, because on pretty much every block in LA, there's homeless. And I know you're probably like, oh, homeless, like, you know, there's homeless everywhere. That's not my point. Homeless in LA is different than homeless in any other state that I've been to. I can only talk about the states that I've been to and the state that I grew up in. In New York, if you from New York or you've been to New York, homeless is either sleeping in the train station, sleeping on the train, or they'll find like a church steps or, you know, a little nook area to sleep in. And they're using cardboard or a blanket or something to, you know, cover them up. And really, it's not even covering them up. It's just trying to like keep them warm or whatever, I guess. Out here, homeless have tents. And when I say tents, I'm not talking about little forts that they made. I'm talking about like full-fledged camping tents. And like my mom was saying, we've had this conversation before. She was just like, the government has to be giving these homeless tents, because these are like $100 tents. These are not like, you know, they're not collecting plastic from the street and cutting them and making forts. They have full-fledged like tents. And like I said, you know, my mom was like, the government has to be giving them these tents because these are like expensive tents. And I'm saying that to say that's what's on pretty much every single block of downtown LA. It is not just Skid Row. It's not just Skid Row. It's even, I mean, even in my neighborhood, North Hollywood, there's like homeless lined up underneath the highway, on the highway. Like, you know how like the highway and they have like the grass parts? Yeah, they're on the grass parts, like full-fledged families and stuff. And I mean, it's truly sad. Hollywood Boulevard, homeless. Like, it's really, really sad. And I'm saying this to say, because this even goes for why we didn't look at apartments in Hollywood as well. You pay all of this much money, right? Most of these apartments, like, a lot of the apartments downtown range, the nice ones that y'all see everybody in, range for about $4,000 plus, right? For a 2-bedroom. Even 1-bedrooms are like close to $3,000, if not $3,000, depending on the building and stuff like that. But these buildings that y'all are seeing these people live in, they only are showing you the glitz and glam. They're not showing you that when they walk outside and they go to the left or the right, there's homeless laid out on the street. And I'm like, I know this for a fact because I work downtown and I work near most of these high-rise buildings, and it's like, I can't feel comfortable with myself living in these apartments and then knowing homeless are sleeping on the street downstairs. Like, I just can't. I can't do that. Plus, I'm like, I spend too much money for a homeless person to be on a corner. Like, I just do. Like, that's just too much money to be spent. So that was like my main reason of why I didn't want to live downtown. That was like my main reason, like the homeless. And my first experience downtown LA, one of my first experiences were very, very bad. I got followed and chased, and this was like right across the street from Staples Center, like right at LA Live. So if you've been to LA, you know that downtown LA around Staples Center, LA Live is the touristy area. And at that time I'd never been downtown. So I mean, I've been downtown but never to LA Live and Staples Center. So I was just down there, like, you know, looking around, and I'm on the phone with my mom. Long story short, I get chased. I had to run into a store. I had to run into the lid store that's right in front of Staples Center, because that's as far as I could really run. I could have ran to the Team LA store, and that would have been a safer bet for me. But I didn't have my credentials to get into this, like, to show them, and I didn't, the man was like on my ass, honestly. So I only ran to the lid store, and he followed me in there, was trying to get to me. The person that was working at lids was trying to help me. My friend's mom had to wind up like pulling up and snatching me out the store. It was just a whole mess. So as a young female, I just don't feel safe downtown, to keep it a buck. So that's another reason why I was like, yeah, no. And I'm not saying like you can't get followed anywhere else. I'm just saying like them people are really, really down there because they know it's a tourist area. So they're gonna really, the robbers, the people that sex traffic, all of them people are down there because that's the touristy place, you know. And then another reason why we wind up not even going to see any apartments downtown was because I'm a big person on reviews. I read the reviews. And some of the reviews that we read for these places, they should be ashamed of themselves. Like, first off, pretty much all the apartment buildings downtown LA, you have to pay for parking for both spots. And we have 2 cars now, right? So you have to pay for parking, and that's a problem for me because it's like there's no parking downtown. Like, the street parking is pretty much non-existent downtown. So the fact that they're like running a racket downtown, honestly, these apartment buildings, because yeah, and parking spots are not cheap. They're like $100 and something. Like, they're like an extra add-on. So it's just like, you know, you pretty much have, you know, you can't park. So if you do decide to pay for parking, right, a lot of these buildings were saying how their car was either getting broken into, they were getting stolen, they were getting their tires were missing. They would come downstairs and their whole entire car is just on bricks because people stole their tires. And I'm just like, where's security? What is security doing? And people were saying like a lot of the excuses that the building was giving them was just the simple fact of, oh, well, you know, we don't have that much security to go around, and they can only do oh so much. We can't have security just sitting in a garage. And I'm just like, listen, the type of job I have, I can't afford to be late. If it's a game day, I cannot afford to be late on game day. Like, that's a no-no. So I'm like, I can't even picture me going downstairs to get my car to go drive to Staples Center and my car is missing or my tires is missing. Like I can't, and it's just like I can't even deal with that at that moment in time because I have to get to my job. So that was like the main reason why we didn't even go see apartments in downtown LA. And this is just for people that are interested in moving in LA or thinking about moving to LA. There's places like, okay, Glendale, if you watched my video, you saw them. Those Glendale apartments were beautiful. There are apartments in Glendale, North Hollywood, and further in the valley that give you the downtown quality of a building, of a home, of an apartment without being downtown. So it's just like, you know, a lot of people feel like, oh, I want to live downtown, you know, because everybody lives downtown, because I feel like that's really the main reason. Because trust me, there's nothing to even do downtown besides go to restaurants and bars. Like there's literally nothing else to do. Like who's really going to a concert every day of the week when Staples Center is open to fans? You're not. Like, just realistically speaking, you're not. So yeah, I'm just like, there's other like further, even in West Hollywood, there's places that are so nice, and they give you that downtown quality without being downtown. So I really don't see the big deal about living downtown. Maybe because I work down there and I really know the downtown area for what it really is. But yeah, the new place that we are moving to, it's still in the valley, I guess you can say, and I truly love this place. Like, even though we haven't moved yet, just from visiting this place, I truly love it. Like, it's so luxury, which is what we wanted. We knew that we wanted to upgrade our lives, like, and we're blessed to be in the space where we can upgrade our life, you know, and live luxury and live like how we want and deserve to live, you know. And I know for a lot of people, like, living in a luxury building is not a necessity to them. It's a necessity to us because we have amenities. We have amenities, and I'm like, first of all, we live in LA. I can't live in no place that don't have a pool. I just can't. And not a good, like, not a clean pool. Some of these places out here, it ain't it. But anyway, needless to say, you know, we like having amenities. Like, this place, we have business, like, office pods. So it's just like, you know, if I'm filming and my cousin needs to do something, he can go downstairs and do what he got to do, or vice versa, you know. So that gives us the opportunity to both do what we need to do at a decent time, instead of like, okay, I gotta wait till he's finished, or he gotta wait till I finish, or one of us gotta be quiet. It's just too much. So it's great that we have that. This place also has a gym. I mean, we have a gym and a pool here as well, but it's not open. And our pool was like all right. Like, it wasn't, see, that's the thing for me too. The place got to be Instagrammable, because I need content for Instagram, but I really don't like going places. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like driving. I don't enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So if I could avoid driving somewhere, and plus that's money, that's gas money. So like, if I could avoid driving somewhere, then I'm going to take the option of not driving. So this place is not really Instagrammable. That room upstairs is Instagrammable, and you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen pictures of me in that room, which you would never realize that that's my apartment building, because it looks very, very nice, but they locked it, so I can't even consistently use that. And I want different backgrounds. So this new place is like very much so Instagrammable. Like, I could, you know, we could post, you know, very nice content. Technically we have 3 more weeks until we move, right? But I'm not counting the last week. So realistically speaking, we only have 2 weeks left to pack. You know what I'm saying? I don't like packing at the last minute. Like, That's not really my thing. My cousin is great at packing at the last minute. Like, that's his thing. That's clearly not my thing. Plus, I have a lot more stuff. So, I started with packing the kitchen like last week, which some of y'all are probably like, girl, why the hell did you pack your kitchen? And well, one of our plate sets we're not taking, but we're rebuying the same plate set because our dishwasher at this place broke them. Like, broke pretty much one of each thing. So we're not like, we don't want to like be moving with like broken material, you know what I'm saying? So we're buying a new plate set. So I packed the plates that we are moving with. I packed those. I packed cups, appliances that we're not using because, yeah, like I'm one of those people that it's like I have to pack like something. Like, I can't just wait to the last minute. For kitchen stuff, I'm like, okay, pots we need, but other than that, we don't need all that extra stuff. I bought plastic utensils and I got paper plates, and I'm like, listen, that's what we're gonna be using until we move, because yeah, I'm not waiting to the last minute. I pretty much packed my closet. But here's the trick, because I know some of y'all gonna be like, how you packed your clothes and you still need clothes? I packed my clothes in garbage bags. It's a garbage bag technique. So you buy like big, I bought the big like 30-gallon garbage bags that like is supposed to be for like leaves and stuff. I bought that, and what you do is like you leave all of your clothes on the hangers and you just put them in the garbage bag and tie the garbage bag. And honestly, I've done that for the last move, and it's honestly a very great technique. Like, whoever created that technique, I feel like I saw that on YouTube, and that's how I started doing it. And yes, I'm using bronzer because I packed my contour stick, which is cool. Not all the time I like to contour anyway. I'll act like y'all been recently y'all been saying how I've been glowing, and I've literally all I've been doing is using bronzer and a highlight, really. But anyway, yeah, packing stressful, which is, like I said, which is why my camera angle is the way it is, because my counter is like a mess. I mean, granted, it's like always a mess, honestly. If you really know me, you know it's always a mess, but it's extremely a mess now because I like pulled everything out from underneath to like start packing, which I did a little bit. But I'm getting ready to I'm like doing my makeup and stuff because I'm going to meet my friend Tiff. She's actually in one of my vlogs, I think, if the vlog is still up. But anyway, I'm going to brunch with her in Glendale. So that's why I'm doing my makeup now. But plus I'm gonna like take some pictures because I want to like take some pictures in like a parking garage, and since I'm gonna be at the mall, I'm going to take pictures at the mall. But yeah, so that is why I'm getting ready. But yeah, that's like what's going on in my life. I'm moving, okay? I'm moving, starting to take like my micro influencer YouTuber stuff very, very seriously now, just due to the fact that okay, so for those of you that really don't know, I had 2 jobs, right? I was a receptionist at a sugaring and tanning salon, and I also danced for the Clippers. So back in November, I actually got laid off because one, in California, places like that was like opening and closing, like they wasn't staying open. And like literally we closed in March, the next time I went to work for literally 1 week in July, and then everything got shut back down out here. Then they finally opened up, but because they weren't busy and the tanners really weren't busy, they were like, it's no need to have receptionists. So they pretty much laid off all receptionists because, you know, they didn't really need receptionists, which is, I mean, it's understandable. Like, that's extra money so that they gotta pay. So I mean, I was like, you know, kind of bummed because I actually really loved that job, like, which is crazy because I really don't like to work regular jobs. If you know me, then you really know that. But I actually really liked that job. But you know, it is what it is. And like I said, I started in the top of, once the pandemic like really hit, I guess I can say like April. That's when I started taking my YouTube like really seriously, because I was just like, I need something to do to keep me sane. Like, YouTube really kept me sane during this whole pandemic. Just shooting videos and like talking to a camera, because it made me feel like I was talking to people. So yeah, so once I really started taking my YouTube seriously, I mean, I've been doing brand deals with brands through my Instagram, well, my old Instagram. And but yeah, so that's like really how I really started to take my YouTube seriously, because then once I got fired, I was like, okay, like, I really need to like really be on my shit with this influencer stuff. And then, I mean, I'm technically still an employee for the NBA, but the state of California has not allowed fans in the arena. And then they just announced that amusement parks and outdoor stadiums are allowed to open. And Staples Center is an indoor stadium, so I'm still not working. So I'm like, you know, my influencer stuff, I'm just going full force with it, which is something I always love doing, you know, working with brands and stuff like that. And like I said, like, before the pandemic, I was dabbling in it. I was getting hold on, sorry y'all, but yeah, before the pandemic, I was like working with certain brands and like going to events and stuff like that, getting invited to different events and stuff. So I mean, I really did fall in love with, you know, influencing, like being an influencer. But this pandemic like woke the beast, I guess you can say. But yeah, so I know a lot of people are like wondering, this is like a question that I've been getting for the past month, because it's been almost a month since I've had my new Instagram page. And a lot of people were like asking me like, why did I damn, my eyes are so small, guys. Like, I pretty much cut off half of an eyelash, because that's how small my eyes are. But anyway, yeah, a lot of people have been asking me, why did I start a new Instagram page? And because they were like, your other page, you have like 34K followers, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, let me break this down for people. And this is a good to know for people that want to become an influencer and just feel like, oh, I don't have the followers, blah 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 blah, right? It's truly, in this day and age, when it comes to being an influencer or micro influencer, it's really truly not about how many followers you have. It's about your engagement rate. And if you are female, it's about how many female followers you have. And if you are a man, how many male followers you have, right? And with my old account, my engagement was like, ow, my god, my engagement was trash. And I think it's because of like how the whole new algorithm works and stuff like that for Instagram. And I had way more men followers than I did female followers. So it was like hard for me to land a lot of paid brand deals, and I missed out on a lot of opportunities of potential brand deals because of that. And I was getting sick and tired of it, because I was just like, listen, I want, like, there's certain brands that I really would like to work with, and you know, once they saw my engagement and saw how many female followers, once they saw my engagement and saw that my men following was more than my female following, it was like, no thank you, like, we can't work with you at this time, blah 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 blah. So I've been thinking about making this new page for like a while, since probably like October, and I just never did because I was scared, you know. I was actually scared. And then last month I was just like, you know what, I really need to start this new page, because I need my engagement rate to be higher, I need my female followers to be higher, I just need everything about it to be higher, because I really, one of my goals this year was to work with more brands and to land more paid brand deals and stuff like that. So that's like the reason why I started my new, hold on, sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Oh, for all the people that wanted a tutorial, I'm going to give you one now for this eye. I should have did it for my right eye because I'm a righty, but whatever. If my lashes want to participate, I think I dried it too much, the glue. Anyway, yeah, so that's really the reason why I started my new my new Instagram account. So you guys should go follow it. It's officially Nia Imani, the same as my YouTube name. That's why I changed my YouTube name, because it's also good if your social media accounts all have the same name, because that's what people know you as. Like, people on YouTube know me as officially Nia Imani. So that means that when they go on Instagram, they're gonna type in the same thing. If you know, a lot of people don't look in the bio, they're gonna just write what they already know, you know. So yeah, that's really why. And I mean, it's of course it's taking slow to gain my following, but I'm not even pressed, because my engagement rates is so much better, and I have so much more female followers. And this is the thing for me with this new page, it's like, don't follow me on my new page if you're not going to support and engage in my page. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this page is about. This page is about engagement and support. And if you're not gonna, you know, if you're not gonna give it, then it's like, you know, I really don't need your follow. You know, and it's like no tea, no shade to people, but it's just like, I really don't need your follow. I don't need your follow if you're not gonna be engaging in my stuff. Now, here's some my eye is so irritated. I knew this was gonna happen. I'm like allergic to eyelash glue, and this is just like really affecting me. But yeah, so here's a tip for Instagram. Now Instagram has so many more elements than what they had before. You know, before on Instagram, back in the day, you just liked something and you commented, you saw everything, you know, as they came out, and that's just how Instagram was. Now Instagram is so more complex than what it used to be, and it's like politics, literally. You know, they're only going to push what they feel is great content. So it's like they only gonna push your picture or your video or your reel or whatever to a certain amount of people first, right? And if that certain amount of people don't go crazy on it, then they're not going to, within like a certain time frame, like within like the first like hour or two, and And I mean, it's similar to like YouTube, because that's pretty much how YouTube is. And so if yeah, so if people don't react to it and go crazy, they're not going to push it to more people. So that's why a lot of people's followers don't see their posts, because it's just like, yeah, well, first, you're not engaging in that person's page to begin with, so they already feel like you're not interested in that person's page, so they're not going to push that person's content on your page because you don't react to it often. And then two, within the first 2 hours, the post didn't do that well, so they're not going to like really push it to more people. So I mean, that's something that I've learned recently. But now that Instagram has the share button and the save button, you have to, as people, you know, especially if you're following influencers, no matter how big or how small, you have to share their stuff, and you have to save it. That little button that's on the far right of the picture, you have to press it and save it, because that helps with that person's engagement. And that's what brands want to see. Brands don't want to see, oh, well, you got 52 comments and 1,000 likes, but no one shared it, no one saved it. That doesn't look appealing to a brand, you know? So that's why on my page I push so much and tell people to like, comment, share, save, because it's like, that is what brands want to see. Yeah, this is like what's going on in my life, y'all. So I started this new Instagram page for more engagement, better engagement. So if you support me here, you might as well go support me on my Instagram page, because help me help you, okay? I love doing brand deals, especially paid ones, because I reward my followers and my subscribers. Like, as you guys can see, I always do giveaways, and I just started doing giveaways on my new Instagram, which once I reach 500 followers on there, I will be doing another one, which is not really a giveaway. Like, everybody will win, because it's something that everybody can benefit from. It's just one of those like whoever sees it first type of things, you know? Whoever sees it first type of vibes, you know? So yeah, that's like once I reach that. And then once I reach 1,000 subscribers, then I am gonna do a giveaway on here as well. But yeah, so I think what I'm gonna start doing is like, because I'm so close to reaching 1,000 subscribers, so it's like once I reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I'm gonna start doing like, after every 1,000 subscribers I get on here, I will start doing 1,000. I'll do a giveaway like at each 1,000 I reach. So yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think like what else is going on in my life. Nothing else. Like, I know people are like interested in my dating life, but that's really non-existent. It's non-existent. I don't know. I don't really know what it is. It's just, it's not like I can't say I don't give people a chance or I don't try. It's just, it just doesn't work out. So it is what it is. I'm at the point where it's just like, when God sends me, and I'm not trying to be like super spiritual, you know, but I'm just like, you know, when God decides to send me my husband, he will send it, you know. Got them done yesterday. I'm pretty much gonna be rocking braids for this whole entire month of March, because it's just easier. Like, I love having a wig, but with the wig I still have to do the wig, you know what I'm saying? So, and with packing and moving and stuff, I just don't feel like dealing with that. So I'm gonna wear this style until it don't look good no more on me. Then I'm gonna get braids done again. I may get box braids, Not really sure, still sitting on that, but yeah. So yeah, that's really all I had to say. You know, I wanted to just do a quick chit chat, get ready with me. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.